Oh, we're gonna watch here. You can. Or I can watch on my phone and let you rest.
Om Shanti. Everybody can hear me?
Shanti. Yes.
Good. Welcome to the Ayurveda class. So let's start the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back, neck straight, align. Keeping your back, neck straight. And rest your palm on the knee. Gently close your eyes. Prepare yourself for the prayer, 3-time Om and Shanti Shanti. Take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation. Deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Now, take a deep inhalation for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palm. Rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Om Shanti. So in previous session, we talked about the Mitaha. We discussed about the Mitahar, right? The meaning, literal meaning of it. And how one should have the water and the food, right? We talked about the two most important elements, Apa and the Prithvi, the water and the food. The water element and the Prithvi element come from the food. That how you gonna control these two elements. So very first rule of controlling these two elements and preventing at least 84% you become the master of your body when you follow certain these rules. So one is how you're gonna eat the food and how you're gonna drink the water. Now, portion of the food also we discussed, half of the belly one should eat, right? We discuss in detail. Now, which position? You can write it down. Which position? What is a position? Which position is ideal for having the food and having the water? In modern times, we are eating from all the position, no? Driving the car, we are having our meals. Walking down on the street, we are sipping the tea, right? While talking, we are enjoying our food. Even I've seen people are eating in the toilet. So they are eating everywhere whenever they get the chance. It means their motto of what to have the food. So standing, supine, prone. Even I've seen certain videos, people are drinking the beer. I don't know. It's very much in the school or college time. They're drinking inversion poses. So they're having the meal and the, even liquor in inversion posture. They are eating and having it food.
Yoga, beer. Beer yoga.
Huh? What?
Beer yoga.
Onkar?
Beer yoga. Beer yoga.
I'm losing you, Onkar. I couldn't hear
Beer
you.
yoga. Beer yoga. I'm saying.
Can't hear you, dear. Your voice is so much cracked.
I think
Hello?
you may have been saying beer.
Beer yoga, yeah. Beer yoga, yes. Beer yoga also going on. And not the beer yoga, they are doing it, but they are drinking in the inversion posture, right? Especially the teenager, they are doing some certain kind of bet or something, challenging each other, and they are doing certain things. Please don't do these things. It's my humble request. It's you're gonna harm yourself, you're gonna choke, and immediately you're gonna die. How you feel? Especially in European country, they, everywhere it's mentioned that there's a many deaths happening because of the choking the food in their windpipe. It's basically they doesn't know how to eat the food properly. Even in the school, people are telling them that how to prevent, like how to help those person who choked, but they are not still telling you don't talk. They're not teaching you these things, simple thing. Don't eat like supine position or other position. Otherwise, you might gonna choke. Simple thing you have to teach yourself and to the surrounding. At least there's a perfect posture of eating and having and drinking, right? You shouldn't be doing other posture or other position you are taking it. And don't talk while having anything. So you can prevent completely the choking thing. But no, they are doing some other, they are finding the another solution. Okay, treat them. If they chalked, how are you going to help them? But again, that at least doing nothing, they are doing something, that's okay. But it is in our culture, right? Since childhood you are heard about it, your parents are teaching you don't eat while don't talk while eating, don't drink while walking. They are keep telling you since childhood. You are, it's in our culture, it is in our blood. But because of following the few things from the other people, and thanks to the media also, it's becoming so cool. It looks so cool, and children and all the kids are following those things. Again, the stupidity. I think they have to require apply the common sense, science behind of it. The very idle posture of having your meal only, the sitting posture. Sitting posture is idle posture. And what kind of sitting posture? Vajra asan, Vajra asan, thunderbolt pose. I'll write it down for you. Vajrasan. is the best posture for having your meal. Afterward, you can sit into the Sukhasana if you cannot sit into the Vajrasana. Sukhasana. So these are the two posture. Vajrasana is the best posture. Basically, it said that after having your meal, you have to sit for 10 to 15 minutes in the Vajrasana. It's very helpful for properly, giving that kind of, it's basically suppressing a one kind of nerve, which connecting your stomach and connecting your small intestine, and which help you to secrete certain kind of enzyme in your small intestine and your stomach, which help the food assimilation. Okay, properly the food gonna assimilate when you sit into the Vajrasana. कहते हैं पत्थर भी डाइजेस्ट हो जाए, ऐसा इतना स्ट्रॉन्ग है थंडरबोल्ट पोज. You can digest even stone. We used to eat in childhood, right? We used to eat so many mud, right? But even you can digest those things if you sit into the Vajrasana. That is the great benefit of the Vajrasana. Only this asana one has to practice when they are having the meal, and afterward, after you finish your meal, the Vajrasana. Any other of the posture, you should not be doing it. If somebody having knee issue, any problem, yes, they cannot sit into the Vajrasana. So half folded, little bit slightly leg is closed, just give them little bit stool, lower stool. You have to connect yourself to the ground. Very much important, okay? Try to make them sit on the ground, but again, if it's impossible for them, so little bit. So there they don't have the knee pressure, where they don't get the knee pressure when they are sitting on the ground. That kind of asana, little bit lifted one, use the blocks or use the pillow, or little bit extended small stool, tiny stool, they can sit and have the meal. But sitting on the chair, no. Legs should not be open while having your meal. So sitting on the chair and having your meal should not be done, because that's how you are not helping your system, your Jataragni, to digest the food. Only Vajrasana, Sukhasana, any cross-leg posture is ideal posture for having your meal, and sitting on the ground. Sitting on the ground, it should be done on the ground floor. Why? The question is why. The answer to this question, have you seen the astronaut, those who go into the space? When they are in the space, they only have the very easy digestible food, porridge, these kind of things they are having it. They cannot have the carbs or high protein diet and the strong fried food. Why? Because there is no gravity. When there is no gravity, your Jataragni become weak. The ground and the gravity help you to create the Jataragni and increase the fire in your stomach, increase the fire in your small intestine, and because of the gravity, your food properly gonna digest. If you keep yourself distant from the floor and you are eating in the chair, like table and chair, you are disturbing this thing. Gravity less play the role, though there is a gravity, but the less. And then there's a difficulty in the digestion of the food. And then you get many diseases. Gastrointestinal disorder you will face. So very simple thing to prevent these things, sit on the ground, sit into the Vajrasana, Sukhasana, these posture, and then have your meal. Any other posture you are doing while having your meal, It's gonna disturb the gravity. That's why you shouldn't be eating in standing position, because when you stand, gravity play very less role. When you sit, you feel more grounded, right? You feel more weight. When you stand, there's a high chance you can fall down, right? But when you sit, the central of your body is more connected to the gravity. So very much important, when you have the meal, you sit on the ground. Don't sit on the chair. Don't sit on the table. Don't use the table and chair. And one more thing, always bow down, forward. Whenever you have food. So Asian time, have you seen in village, there is no table. And table, if they use, is lower down the, so you have to go forward bending. You have to a little bit bend forward. What happened when you do? There's again the science behind of doing it. Remember yesterday I talked about it, how we do today eating. We lie on the bed, spread the leg, open up, loosen up our pants and belt, and then lie back. we eat in that manner. We creating the space in our stomach so we can have more food. But it gonna reverse this thing. You have to go forward one, and then you create the pressure in your stomach, squeezing your stomach, and food automatically gonna have the half belly food. Yeah, Anka.
So, just a question comes to my mind about this. So, like, this is a very simple process that we can actually see a result, right? If someone is sitting on the ground and eating, and someone is sitting on the chair and eating, so the direct result we can see in digestion, right? So, I'm wondering that, like, other things are not directly seen, so we can assume that they are being ignorant about modern science is ignorant about this. But why modern, like everywhere you can see restaurants are adapted this things, and modern science is not at all considering this aspect which is directly seen in your digestive system. So why this happened, like why modern science is not just seeing this small aspect? Maybe Ayurveda as a complete maybe not be seen directly, so they are not looking into it. But some aspect like this, why it's modern science ignored about
What I gonna answer? Modern science, it doesn't care about your health at all. They want your money. That's it.
No, but actually I understand
Have
that.
you seen them? Have you seen them? They always talked about your health. No, they want to sell their pills. If you fall into the sickness, they're gonna earn more money. And understand the concept behind of the being healthy. It's only just having the muscles. Their concept is totally faulty, right? They are not thinking about that your mind should be healthy. They're promoting the muscles. Have you seen the modern approach towards the health? They're not thinking about it. I have met many doctors, many, even doctors are attend my workshop, and they come up with these things, and they talked about it that our science is not even take caring about the how the human being get the complete well-being, but they are promoting the more disease, but disease which not killing immediately, but kills slowly. Are you understanding? Which kills slowly to you. So slow poison they are inducing in your food, inducing in your water, inducing in everywhere. This is the big, market is going on. It's not modern science. It's the corrupt science we are talking about it. Give me a one single thing which give you benefit around you. Named any one thing which you get the benefit. Uh, to answer this thing, what do you think about? Our Asian yogi doesn't know about the electricity. They doesn't know about the power of the water, power of the electricity, but they knew the moment we invented the electricity, everything, all the nature would be corrupted. And that's why they never depended on those things. And ancient science is very much pure, which helping the nature to develop and helping themselves to develop together. But now modern science is just in terms of making the money. You have to go and listen the many videos available on the YouTube, and many doctors are talking about. They also taking the approach of the Ayurveda and the yoga, and taking the help of this holistic approach, modern, you can, argue, we can argue on that, but I cannot see a single benefit of the modern science. Everywhere where I see, though they have the good intention, but
actually,
later
I
on it's
also
converted into the
practically see
more
the.
poison.
Sorry.
Yeah, more pollutant they are in, collecting, either it's polybags or either any development we are having today. If these are the developments, sorry, I can't call them we are developing, we are stupid. We are killing our mother nature, we are killing ourselves. Slowly we are dying with the slow poison. It's very slow. So we are not immediately gonna die, but yes, we are becoming dependent on the pharmaceutical companies. And all the science are depending on the pharmaceutical company. Even in the COVID situation, you can see around you, this pandemic situation, people are just worried about the, how they can make this opportunity, use this as an opportunity and make more money about it. Either it's China, either it's Africa, either it's any country, America or London or Britain, everybody is using as a, as a tool. So I don't think so that modern science
Yeah,
is
actually, this
considered
question
good
I
health.
asked particularly because I also like a lot of like in ashram also seeing everything as giving good results to everyone. So that's why I was wondering from long time that these small practices are giving this much good result to everyone. But then also it's not it's never in pages or never in talking like in general media or anywhere. So that's why I was any places, anytime I was wondering that these small places. So that's why I just asked that this particularly was very visible. Though that's why I asked you about like.
Yeah, nobody, worrying about it. Even by understanding the Ayurveda, by understanding the yoga, even how many people are following the true yoga, the traditional yoga? Because it's since childhood they are listening about, oh, muscle is everything. They consider that the showing the muscle is everything, the beauty is everything, the outlook is everything. See around you, everybody is just promoting their, their matters, their materials. They make you more like desirable, treat you as an object, and especially for the girls, and boys also. So I think we have to take the stand for that. And that's why I keep telling you, whatever I'm telling you, try to implement it. You can see your own, by your own experience, you can come up with those things, But yes, journey starts within ourselves. You gonna change, everything gonna change. If you don't gonna change, nothing gonna change. So just whatever you learn by these attending these classes, try to implement. We cannot put the blame on the society and everybody, but yes, what we can do about it, yes, I can do at least these things. By understanding it, at least I have to do those things. Now we have to put aside the blame game, okay, and take the charge in our hand and start your journey to change yourself first. That's we can do it. Stop. That's why I stopped criticizing everybody. But you ask this question, yeah, this is the reality. Modern science is not caring about your health at all. They want money, so they are just promoting everything in wrong terms. Yes, Jagriti.
आपने बताया कि वज्रासन में बैठ के ही खाना खाना चाहिए, राइट? लेकिन कहीं भी ये देखा नहीं गया, इवन एंशिएंट प्रैक्टिस में भी आप देखेंगे योगी सब लोग सुखासन में ही खाना खाते हैं नीचे बैठकर.
हाँ, खा सकते हैं, तभी तो 2 आसन बताए मैंने, सुखासन और वज्रासन. चॉइस है. हाँ,
वज्रासन कहीं नहीं देखा गया है, तो क्या रीजन होगा?
जापानीज में करते हैं, नहीं करते हैं, योगी करते हैं, बट मे बी पिक्चर्स में नहीं शो ऑफ हो, मोस्टली लोग नहीं उनको पेंट किया हो, बट करते हैं. मेनी योगीज दे सिट इनटू द वज्रासन. Japanese people, they have this culture, they sit into the vajrasan. Monk, those who are having meal, they sit into the vajrasan. I've seen many people around me who sit into the vajrasan while having the meal and after it. But yes, it's difficult posture. As I told you, it's a difficult posture. So if you cannot practice the vajrasan, so you can practice the sukhasan. You have the choice. Okay, sukhasan or any sitting posture you can apply. Either that is Ardha Padmasan you can apply, which you feel comfortable. Siddhasan you can apply. where you feel comfortable. But Vajrasana is the ideal posture, I'm saying. Okay, if you train yourself. Otherwise, Sukhasana is the best option. Am I clear? Okay. So, so position of even drinking the water, water shouldn't be drink in standing position also. People are drinking the water in standing position while walking. You shouldn't be take anything you are giving yourself. It said that you have to sit comfortably, relax your body, and then have it. Then you have to intake anything. Water. Water should be taken with the calm, relaxed body, not just by jumping and sipping it, by running on the treadmill and you are sipping the water. So in gym, when you go on the like mini, the trainer, they tell you, okay, sip the water during your workout. It's very wrong practice. You have to sit comfortably, relax yourself, and then have the water. Then you have to sip the water. Sipping means enjoy the taste of the water. And then you, before even taking the water, you have to see the water. What kind of water you are taking it. As I keep telling you, the water play very crucial role in our life. Right now, you don't aware about it. So go thirsty, Don't drink a whole day water. What will show you the importance? Water is more important than the food. Even one day you cannot go without the water. That much importance of the water. And then before drinking the water, show little respect to the water, that it is a life. It is a source of the life which giving you liveness. And by drinking, you are very much obliged. Show the respect and see how the water gonna change the energy. Have you seen in many cultures, especially in the Indian culture, whenever you get sick, your mother give the temple water, the water which is keep into the temple. Every home in Indian culture, we have the temple at our home. We use the copper pot to keep the water and offer the God. And that water used during the sickness and illness, because water is energized with the positivity of the temple, the prayer and the love of your mother. And then when you give that water, that energy you're gonna take, and that energy absorbed by your pranamaya kosha, the second layer of your body is absorbed by it, and you quickly heal. So even before drinking the water, you have to show respect. Whatever you are taking, you have to show respect towards the mother nature who is offering the water. Show the respect to them. Because I think in future, water is not available for everyone. Only rich people can afford. Now the water is coming to the bottles, no? Water is start, you are paying for the water even. Now at the home also, you're paying the, by meter you are having the water. So even in the future, only the rich, it's become the diamond. So you have to show the respect to the water. By showing the respect, I think nature give you the blessing, and maybe throughout the life you will get the chance of having the water. So very much important, whatever you are having, you are obliged, you are gratitude towards it or not. If not, you are committing the sin. Remember, I told you this thing, you're committing the sin, and nature gonna punish you for that. Nature gonna punish you for that. Nature, mother nature, this cosmos gonna punish you. That's why do not waste the food. Maybe you are so rich, you can afford much, you can waste so much money, but never ever waste the food. It's not just because you can buy, but it's because everything's come from the mother nature. Never ever waste the water. So in proper way of having the water and the position, we these another rules you have to implement before drinking. Even if you are angry, do not touch the water, do not touch the food, do not cook the food even. You know, when our moms get angry, the food is totally different. And when she cook with the love, food is totally different. What happened? Because even in the cooking, when you put the love, the food absorb that energy. It's become delicious. When you hold the water, the potter, when you are angry, the water have this water is fully, having the full of life. It's gonna absorb the negativity, the anger, and when anyone who's gonna drink that water get the anger in him. So this is the whole science behind of energy science. So these things one should understand. Ayurveda are focusing on whenever you get angry, do not touch the food, don't have it. Relax yourself completely. And when your system is a little bit cooled down, then have the food. Yeah, Omkar, you want to ask anything?
Not me. I think Diego raised that.
Yeah, I want to ask
Yeah.
something. Okay, what happens if we are going to the restaurant, right? And we are like enjoying the night, everything, but in the kitchen, the chef is really pissed off and angry and everything. So we eat all that anger that the chef has. So how we can know
Yes.
about it? It's about
Yeah,
how we can
you
know
cannot
about
know
it.
about it.
Yeah, that's why.
Stop eating in the restaurant. Stop eating in the restaurant. Simple thing. You don't know about it.
But in that case,
You
what we
should
can
stop
do?
this culture. Cook the food, dear. Cook
Yeah,
by
but
yourself.
yeah,
Okay. Diego, understand one thing. I know it's very difficult when you are traveling and when you are doing these things. Many times you are having the food from the outside, right? Outside you are buying the food. Fine. But those who are cooking the food, make sure they are cooking in front of you. One, that this thing you can implement and make sure their mood is quite well. Check themselves they are happy or not. There are small vendors who cook in front of you. You can go there rather than going in the highly, very big restaurant where there's a full of people. It's gonna increase the stress in the of kitchen of the that area, because if restaurant is working 24/7, the chef would be even agitated and going under the pressure. That food bring you the pressure and the bad energy, anger. Yes, definitely. You have the two option. Either you can go start cooking by yourself, or second, try to eat there. Hello, you can hear me? Everybody can hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
you have the two option. One, either you can start cooking by yourself. This is the best option. You have to cook food by yourself, or your mom should cook the food, because she gonna infuse the love energy into your food. Second, either go in that small vendors, small shops, small restaurant where the chef is cooking in front of you and can show you that how they are cooking, they are maintaining the proper hygiene or not, and their mood even is good or not. You can do that. That technique you can apply. So whenever I eat outside, I make sure that I'm eating in the open vendor, and I make sure that the chef and try to talk with them so I can get the idea about what kind of mood they are having. So at least my food is little bit get the love of them, and that's how I apply the trick on when I eat outside. Okay, Diego, you understood?
yes, everything clear and sound.
So I also implemented these small technique. Yesterday I went out and I just try to talk with the person who's cooking my, poha in front of me, and I talk, indulge in the talking and try to analyze what kind of mood he's having it. and I enjoy my food and he's enjoy the cooking for me. So that
Oh.
thing, that trick you can apply, but yes, I cannot recommend the big and fancy restaurant because the climate of the kitchen is totally different. You cannot
We
see
can
what kind of climate they are having. Yes.
we can
Omkar.
also like submit you can say submit or devote this to a god to neutralize some bad energies, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm saying always. I'm not saying God concept here. I don't want to bring the God concept here because many people they doesn't want to believe in the God. But I'm talking about the if you believe in the energy. Yes, the science is talking about the energy right now. So at least you have to show your obligation, your gratitude towards that energy, which giving you life. The food is the source of the energy, right? That energy go inside you, and whoever is cooking you have to show the gratitude towards him. That is again the one kind of energy you are adopting it of that person, because whoever is cooking for you gonna infuse his energy into your food. So God, yes, play very important role, especially those who believe in the God. But those who doesn't believe in the God, even for them, they have to show the gratitude towards these people who provide you food, shelter, water, not only just that they are, provide you can buy these things. No, here we are not talking about how much money you are having, you can buy so many things. But I'm talking about you are, everybody's working for you. Everybody's, providing, make the putting their effort to give you food and water, growing the food for you. So you have to show the gratitude towards everybody, either you believe in the God or not. If you believe in the God, yes, before eating, you have to offer the food to your God, tiny one or whole food. You have to just contemplate those things, your favorite deity, your favorite God, and then have your food. Little prayer you can do, and then you can enjoy your meal. But even if you don't believe it, even if you don't believe it, nothing gonna change. Just show your love towards those people who are offering you food. That's it. Okay, understood? Ankar, you understood?
Yeah.
Okay, so now the water and the position is very much clear. This is the position one has to go. Do not drink the water in standing position at all. Again, gravity rule. Gravity play important role even for drinking the water. Okay, sit comfortably and drink the water. If you get angry or you are under the depression, do not enter into the kitchen. You're gonna change the climate of the kitchen. It is, if that's why females who have the hormonal imbalance, they shouldn't be entering into the kitchen, especially in menstruation time. Remember, women are not allowed enter into the kitchen in ancient time, and women are not allowed enter into the temple, those things which is, we maintain the cleanness and hygiene. Why? Because their hormones are going keep on changing, their mind is also keep on changing. They have lots of kind of thoughts in their mind which gonna affect when they are cooking the food, which gonna affect when they are touching and when they are you know preparing everything. So that's why the women in that time, in the moon cycle, in menstruation time, kept themselves into the isolation so they can do the well meditation and calm their system, calm their body, and the toxin should be removed, you know, gradually. And that is a time when female get the rest also. This is the resting period of also. So that's why in ancient time everything is done by the there's a reason behind of doing everything, especially in our Indian culture. But now it's become feminist issue. I don't know why female does these things. another kind of fight is going on. We talks about the feminism lot. Forget about the families. Take care of your body, okay? Nothing is so much important than your body, your health, and everything is related to your health. It's not just because you are female, you are discarded somewhere else, or you have to kept into the jail or prison. No, it's for the resting period of time. Yes, our ancestor, your mother and your father doesn't know about this thing, and that's why they cannot explain to you in detail. But this is the reason behind of it. There's other reasons also, but this is the one of the reason. That's why females shouldn't enter into the kitchen when they get into the moon cycle, menstruation. They shouldn't prepare the food. And also, this is the best time to go on for the fasting. Do the fasting during that time. So your toxin would be removed from the body properly. Okay, so all the girls, this is my request for you. This is the time when you can go for the deeper level of the meditation and do the research on this thing. I did the research and just eat the, very light food during that time and try to take plenty of rest. And then you can see that how your body, major issue of the female, especially the PCOD, hormonal imbalance, or all the issues related to irregular periods, everything gonna sort it out if you just correct this thing. Okay, try to do the fasting in heavy time, and when you are having the less flow, try to eat the easy digestible food. Do not take the milk or any milk dairy products. During that time, do not take nuts. Only take porridge, the rice porridge you can have, and green pulses porridge you can have. And take plenty of hot water. Drink very cumin tea and hot water. It maintain your energy, and these are the time to do the best meditation. Okay, so these things you can follow up, and you can prevent many diseases of the female related issues. All the female related issues you can prevent just by practicing these things. Am I clear in this note? So next, another thing you have to keep in your mind, how to cook the food. Quickly, I'll tell you how to cook the food, okay? So how to cook the food? Food should be cooked with lots of love, yes, but there is a utensil, perfect utensil you have to use. The clay pot, the pot which is made of the clay and made of the mud, that pot is ideal for the cooking. Next is casting iron you can use, or iron utensil you can use for the cooking. Then another, I don't know, the pital, the brass utensil you can use for the cooking. Brass utensil you can use for cooking. Best is a clay pot. Second, casting iron or iron pot you can use. Then brass you can use for the cooking. Rest of the time, stainless steel. Stainless steel, the good quality of the steel you can use for cooking. But other cookware, you have to throw it out. You have to immediately throw it out. No non-stick ware, no telephone, no aluminum, no microwave. And yes, the Agni play very important role. When you cook your food, the fire should be there. So electric oven, electric cooking, completely prohibited. You shouldn't be cooking, warming your meal by electricity. There should be a fire. Fire should be there when you cook the food. Then when you are cooking the food, there should be a sunlight. In your kitchen, there should be a sunlight, and the air, there should be open ventilation. These three things you should be having when you are cooking the food. Then it means the cooker, the pressure cooker which we are using for cooking, is you have to discard immediately. Swami Vagbharji say pressure cooker is creating the more poison in the food, any kind of pressure cooker. So all kind of pressure cooker, you have to throw it out at your home. You shouldn't be cooking your food in the pressure cooker because you require, when you cook the food should become in the contact with the fire, air, and the sun. These three rules should be implemented when you are cooking the food. It's increase the pran vayu of the food. So these are the rules and other rules of cooking, and make sure you
Excuse
use
me,
the
ma'am.
best
Fire, air, and one more thing that I missed.
sun,
While
sun,
yeah. Okay. Okay.
fire,
Thank you.
air, and sunlight. Yes.
Okay,
So your cooking
thank you,
should be
ma'am.
open and slow flame. One has to cook the food. It should not be high flame. Slow flame one has to use. So by cooking, so these are the utensil and these are the procedure of cooking. Again, I'm telling you, if you're angry, you are frustrated, you are under the depression, do not enter into the kitchen. You're gonna spread these things to the rest of the people. If one person get into the depression, whole family get into the depression. And especially when female get the depression, who's cooked for everyone, everybody's gonna get the energy, that energy. So it's very much important that female should be healthy, especially those who are cooking at their home. So very much important, you should be calm, peaceful, and healthy, especially your mind should be healthy. That's why our mother, whenever they cook food, they chant, they chanting, they sing the song, they reciting certain mantras, and they cook the food like that, in that way. So this is the Asian way to cook the food, like that. So that method you can choose, or either you can just play the music, whatever music you loved about it. Okay, not rocking roll or the disco kind of thing, or loud music, but the soothing melodious song you can play while cooking. Your favorite music. I love I forget about that. I love the Enrique. The Enrique song is very soothing. You can play that song, or the any other songs, whatever you love about it. But it should be very slow, smooth, melodious song you would be playing while cooking. So if you cannot chant, you don't want to love to be a something like, okay, what I'm doing, I cannot chant and do something else. Just play any kind of music which bring the calmness and little bit cool down the environment. That kind of music you put, and enjoy the cooking, enjoy. Why, where you are running? As again I'm telling, there's nowhere to go. We are living in the cycle.
No voice, ma'am.
Now everybody can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying there's nowhere to go. We have the cycle life. We in the cycle, right? We're gonna die one day. We're gonna grow old one day. No matter whatever you do, you're gonna follow this cycle, right? Then again you're gonna take the birth. There's nothing you can achieve it. So where you are running towards it. So take out the time, take the rest, enjoy your food, enjoy your cooking, and follow this rules. The rules of the cooking and rules of the having your meal. Okay? Any doubt till here? Any difficulty here? Okay, so we're gonna Jagrati, you want to say?
Yeah. Methods of cooking भी आगे आएगा या
Matters of cooking?
methods like oil frying, sauteing, and steaming. Which one is good?
What? Oils.
No. Methods of cooking: steam food, oily food, or oil frying, or sauteing, or steaming. Which one is good?
अच्छा हाँ कर लेंगे बात ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. If you have doubt related to that, I'll even gonna discuss about it. But ऐसा कुछ general idea नहीं है. In India we have many varieties of the food, right? But I'll tell you in tomorrow's session what kind of sattvic food we're gonna talk about it. Sattvic food and rajasic food and tamasic food. We're gonna come to that also. And then that by understanding that, you can understand what is the best one, what is the worst one. Okay, so you get better understanding on that thing. But yes, you can use all the method of the cooking. There is no harm of using it until unless you know the right way of cooking. So these are, as I said, Ayurveda talks about more than 70,000 of the rules. We cannot cover everything, but I'll talk about the major rules, okay, which very quickly you can implement and which I implemented on myself and get the benefited. Those rules I'm gonna talk about it. General rules which can fit for everyone, okay? Chalo. So one time Om and Shanti Shanti, let's end the session. Keep your back neck straight, align. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Join your both palm, rub your palm. Place on your eyes. Feel the warmness. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Mangal ho dear. Bless you guys. Enjoy your rest of the day. Meet you at the pranayam class. Bye-bye. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.